1. A young child crippled by polio raising funds for a hospital in 1948. In 1948, young David Hensley, who was left crippled by polio, was seen standing in public with both legs and braces, collecting donations for a new polio hospital. This heartbreaking yet inspiring image reminds us of the devastating impact of polio before the widespread vaccine eradicated the disease. 2. Berlin zoo animals cared for by citizens during World War II, 1945. As the Soviet army advanced toward Berlin in the final days of World War II, the city's residents did their best to care for the remaining zoo animals despite the chaos surrounding them, with food shortages and bombings becoming a daily occurrence. It was an incredible act of kindness in a time of war. 3. Soldiers bandage a wounded dog's paw. A touching moment captured during wartime. Soldiers from the 6th Waffen-SS Nord Mountain Infantry Division paused from battle to bandage a wounded dog's paw. Even in times of conflict, compassion for animals remains a universal instinct. 4. Chess prodigy Samuel Reshevsky faces multiple masters at age 8. At just 8 years old, Samuel Reshevsky amazed the world by playing against several chess masters simultaneously in France. The young prodigy later became one of the greatest chess grandmasters of his time. 5. A secret love. Male lovers in a time of persecution, 1850 to 1950. In an era when being gay was illegal, this rare photograph of two male lovers captures a quiet moment of affection. These brave individuals risked everything for love, living in a time when same-sex relationships had to remain hidden. 6. Keeping cool in the summer. A nun and her young students, 1941. During the scorching summer of 1941 in New York City, a caring nun cools offer young students at Madonna Housedale Nursery. Without modern air conditioning, people relied on creative ways to beat the heat. 7. Charles Thompson welcomed to his new school after segregation ruling. In a historic moment following the Supreme Court's ruling against racial segregation, young Charles Thompson is welcomed by his new classmates. Just 4 months earlier, schools were still segregated, making this a powerful image of change. 8. A young Inuit girl and her pet husky, 1920s. Captured in the 1920s, this adorable photo shows a young Inuit girl carrying her pet husky on her back, a heartwarming example of the bond between people and their animals in harsh Arctic conditions. 9. A Valentine's Day kiss for an American soldier, 1945. A little French girl expresses her gratitude to an American soldier by giving him a kiss on Valentine's Day in 1945. This moment symbolizes the appreciation and friendship between war-torn France and its liberators. 10. A Soviet war hero saluted by young sailors, 1989. In Leningrad, 1989, heavily decorated Soviet war veteran Anatoly Golumbivsky, who lost both legs in World War II, acknowledges the salute of 4 young sailors from the Nakhimov Navy School during Victory Day celebrations. 11. The Orgone Accumulator, a strange healing device, 1950s. In the 1950s, the Orgone Accumulator was marketed as a device that could supposedly attract orgone, a mysterious, massless healing energy. Many believed it could cure diseases and boost vitality, but it was later dismissed as pseudoscience. 12. Harlem's unicycle basketball game, 1960s. A fascinating scene from the 1960s. Players engage in a game of basketball while riding unicycles. It was an unusual yet thrilling take on the classic sport, requiring both balance and skill. 13. The polio vaccine breakthrough, 1955. A nurse shows a newspaper headline about the polio vaccine to a man trapped in an iron lung, a stark contrast between past suffering and a newfound hope for the future. 14. Bruce Lee's incredible strength, 1970s. Bruce Lee, known for his superhuman strength and agility, is seen doing a 2-finger, 1-arm push-up, an impossible feat for most people, but just another part of his rigorous training routine. 15. An unlikely tandem ride, 1890s. In the 1890s, an armless man, Charles Tripp, and a legless man, Eli Bowen, defied all odds by riding a tandem bicycle together, an incredible example of teamwork and resilience. 16. A milkman walks through bombed London, 1940. Amid the ruins of a German bombing raid on London, a determined milkman continues his daily deliveries, proving that life must go on even in the darkest of times. 17. Alfred Hitchcock and MGM's Leo the Lion, 1958. Legendary filmmaker Alfred Hitchcock serves tea to Leo the Lion, the famous mascot of MGM Studios, in a humorous and unexpected meeting in 1958. 18. London's double-decker bus tilt test. To ensure safety, London's famous double-decker buses underwent rigorous tilt tests to prove they wouldn't tip over, a crucial safety measure for public transport. 19. Penguins get a cool shower, 1957. On a hot summer day in 1957, a zookeeper waters down emperor penguins to help them stay cool, a rare sight at the time. 20. A boy and his ice cream on a sea mine, 1945. In post-war Kent, UK, a young boy enjoys an ice cream while sitting on a defused sea mine, a bizarre yet symbolic image of innocence and survival. 21. The portable lemonade stand, 1931. In Berlin, 1931, a boy sells lemonade from a creative, portable lemonade dispenser, showcasing early entrepreneurship. 22. A piano for better than patients, 1935. A special piano designed for people confined to bed allowed musicians to continue playing while lying down, a unique invention from the 1930s. 23. Beauty school training in the 1940s. Beauty school students learned eyebrow shaping and makeup techniques in the 1940s, capturing the evolution of cosmetic trends. 24. A father teaches his daughter to cycle, 1960s. A father gives his daughter her first cycling lesson, a heartwarming scene from the 1960s that many can relate to. 25. The hip massage machine, 1928. In 1928, a strange hip massage machine was introduced in the U.S., promising weight loss and better circulation. 26. Soviet soldiers learned to milk a cow in 1940s. During wartime, Soviet soldiers had to learn farming skills, including milking cows, to sustain their troops. 27. Man fined for indecent beachwear in 1931. In Heemskerk, Netherlands, 1931, a man was fined for wearing inappropriate beach attire, highlighting how dress codes have drastically changed over time.